What up? Majic Mike in that mix.
Yeah.
Right now on the Zoom, we got Adam Emil. What's going on,
Yes,
my
you do,
brother?
man. Man, happy to be here, brother. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you. You know what I mean?
Likewise.
Yeah, let's just get right to it. You know what I mean? Like, how can I describe you? You're an R&B pop artist. Man, platinum. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you go platinum?
Well, the group that found me on YouTube was a platinum group, and so you know they gave me a little bit of their platinum status, but yeah.
All right. So how did Color Me Bad find you? Were you at a bar or something performing, or did they see you on YouTube or something?
Brian Abrams, man, he took credit for finding me going through YouTube and looking for an artist to fill in and do some shows with him, and my work was I guess something that they were impressed with, man. So Mark Calderon was the one that reached out to me on Twitter and gave me a call, and the rest is history.
All right. So you're a songwriter too. You like to write your own, your own material. You know what I mean? So when did you start? When did you start? You know what I mean? When did you know that you had this gift? Like, what age were you?
Man, I've always grinded, you know what I'm saying, in my career, bro. So my gift is finishing, and my gift is persistence. Mm-hmm. So, man, I've been singing since as far back as I can remember, probably 6 or 7, and then playing the piano. So, I just really took it seriously the day before college, man. Actually, the day of college, I registered as a business administration major, which might not have been which would have been a better thing maybe to keep as a minor, but I just got rid of all of it. And the next day came back and changed my major to music. I just wanted to learn more about, the theory of music and how it's constructed with the counterpoint and the harmonies and the dissonances and things like that. So, a lot of kids that I grew up with, musician friends, they were already on that type of stuff. And I knew I was a little behind in terms of the theory and the breakdown of how music operated. So I wanted to, fill in the holes. And, man, it's just, the music side, the street side of music, I was also able to add to the theory side and the education of it as well. So it's just been a constant process. You know what I mean?
Of course. And can I tell you something? I should have had you at my Valentine's Day party, right? We had a Valentine's Day party in February, right? And it was dope. And I'm looking right here, you know what I'm saying? You wrote like a Valentine's Day song and you won some kind of award for it? That's what I'm trying to say. You should have been at my party.
Yeah, bro. Well, you had to throw another one when all this shit clears up, man.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
We could even do it through Zoom too if you want.
Well, I guess that is the way. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
I'm cool with it, bro. Yeah. But all in all, that song was one and only. You can still find that song on Amazon and iTunes as well. But that was a song that BET heard, and I guess they felt like it was worthy of a victory. So just happy to be a part of it.
So, it's amazing, you know what I mean? Like, it's 2020. How are you handling this whole thing? Has this COVID affected your career at any point?
Well, I mean, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
How is it? How did it affect your career? Shows, concerts?
Yeah, absolutely. Dead on the spot. I mean, yeah, that's the number one money hit right there is the shows. Now, for me, I'm a real people person, so just the activity. But God is still good, so I've found ways to get involved with communities and stuff like that and still reach out and, shake hands and kiss babies. But the biggest one, the biggest one, bro, is just getting the check from the shows, the merchandise from the shows, the after parties, you know what I'm saying? The flight miles. I mean, think of how many miles, these big stars. I mean, I did well. That's how I know, of course. The mileage that they can pick up flying all over the country constantly. Of course.
But there's some kind of like, are they getting some kind of money right now, like artist money to keep them afloat during the this whole pandemic?
Well, there's levels, levels of artists.
Yeah, exactly. It's where you are. That's how much you get. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if you're lucky.
And then the smart ones they're still diversified in their businesses where they can still stay afloat through online presences or whatever, or virtual things, or just royalties and publishing, and you know what I'm saying? Maybe they can do voiceover activities. You have to keep the ball rolling. I'm sorry, but I'll use, you know, my buddy Vanilla Ice. I mean, he's heavy into real estate. So, you know, it's just a diversification. But
big ups to Vanilla Ice. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like genius right there. You know, genius.
Yeah. I mean, he just is good with his money, you know. But I'm sure he didn't start that way. I mean, I'm
saying with the whole gimmick at the beginning. You know what I mean? He came out as a rapper. People thought he just fell off. You know what I mean? He was nowhere in sight. And the next thing you know it, like you said, he's into the whole business world. You know.
Business, so big time businessman. You know, I almost told you some of the things he told me, but I'll keep that to myself for now. But anyways,
we got to pay for that one.
yeah. But anyways, the music, I just feel like that's a very important question that you asked. But the music industry has taken a massive hit as a whole, you even think about, if I'm not being a selfish artist, let's think about the promoters, let's think about the venues, let's think about, you know, the people that walked you to your seat, you know, the car people, all the jobs, you know what I'm saying, that's affected, and nobody's talking about that. So, you know, shout out to my boy Kyle Dickey, man, for making me more aware of actually how much money we actually have lost. You know, I'm just so focused on continuing that, you know, you lose sight of the possibilities, man. But, you know, what can we do, bro?
So, you know, how's your relationship with BET? You know, I mean, since you had this single One and Only, you know what I mean? It's a sizzling single. What's going on with that, with you and BET in that?
I mean, as of right now, I wasn't able to like really garnish any, you know, deep connections with BET. It was mainly an online competition thing that happened. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens in the meantime. Hopefully some things will happen. But Color Me Bad actually had me on BET a couple times. Okay. We did a BET interview. I'm trying to remember. It was a couple BET things that we did with them as well. So, a lot of stuff swimming around, bro.
So what do you think about the whole Black Lives Matter situation? Because, you know, you're in America right now. I'm up in Canada. It's not much difference, but down in America, it's crazy right now. It's a big change. I just really think there's a change, and people don't really realize it's for the good. You know what I mean? Because underneath, there's a lot of stuff going on. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's good. So what do you think about the Black Lives Matter? Just not even just the whole Black Lives Matter, just the whole awakening. You know what I mean? Everybody's starting to realize what's really going on with Black people, what we're really going through. You know, it had to take a situation like George Floyd to kind of wake people up, you know, to the situation, right?
Yeah. I mean, you know, that's a tough question to answer. I support the Black Lives Matter. Black lives do matter. You know what I mean? And once Black Lives Matter start to matter more and more to the fullest of equality, then all lives will matter. You know, people have to understand, they have to take that phrase and slow it down. You know, all they hear is the Black Lives Matter, or what about us? You know, everybody matters, but if the Black lives don't matter, then everybody is not mattering. So, you know, it's tough to answer that question, man. It's really a movement, you know, but this is way post-dated. You know, it's hard for me to comment on those type of things, bro. It's a deep rooted issue, bro. So, I mean, to sum it up, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's tough to really sum it up. I think it's just the fears that exist within people. I think it's the greed that exists. I think it's, you know, people's inability to put others before themselves, you know, and I think we all have to just do better. We all have to do better. You know, there's Black friends I don't mess with, you know, but there's white friends that I don't mess with. You feel what I'm saying? So
it's the character. As we grow older, we start to see that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
But some people want to make it a color thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part I just don't agree with.
Did you have to deal with a lot of that growing up? Like, were you in a segregated area, or were you, you know, migrated with people in schools? Like, was it a mix?
Yeah, it was mixed, but just to be 100% honest, man, I dealt with just being light skinned, you know, from the Black community.
Okay.
From my Black guy friends, you know what I'm saying, would always remind me of like what complexion I am. It's like, bro, I wake up this color and I go to sleep this color. I don't need you reminding me. You know what I'm saying? But
of course,
like if you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So
even in our culture, you know what I mean? Even with someone like the darker skinned brothers, you know what I mean? Some of the darker skinned brothers get a lot of trouble, you know what I mean? Especially got dreadlocks too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I want to hear you out on that point. I mean, I do have a quick rebuttal, but go ahead.
I'm just go ahead. Go ahead.
But low key between like some white girls really like dark skinned brothers with dreads.
Of course,
you see what
I'm
saying?
Oh hell yeah! I'm not. Listen, man, I ain't saying nothing. Of course, that's the thing right now because the darker the berry, sweeter the juice, or whatever you want to call it. Now I'm looking at you right now. You're in shape,
and that's it.
Yeah. So what do you eat, man? Are you like a healthy eater? Because I could see you're in shape. You're talking about touring and things of that nature. So
yeah, man.
How you keeping healthy during this whole COVID?
Man, bro, it's not easy. a lot of running. I've developed a lot of running therapy for probably about 3 to 4 years now. So that helps me, but I still have my cheat days, but you have to cut that cheat day off for me after one. Sometimes that cheat day start to bleed into 2 days and then you start to see your gains kind of going back into the closet. But just greens in every meal, something colorful in every meal for me. Lighter portions is something that I didn't do. That I'm doing more so now. And then honestly, as a musician, bro, this is actually a really good question. But see, I party a little bit, So it puts my bedtime back, so now I'm going to bed at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock at night, 2 o'clock a.m. Right. You might squeeze in another meal and that really start hurting me. So now that, the quarantine happened, I'm up earlier and I'm in bed earlier, which it's not what I like, but it's helping my metabolism, I think, recover or whatever the term is. I dropped a lot of weight just going to bed on time.
Of course.
So because I would stay up. And
the reason why I say that, because of the whole lockdown.
You know what I'm saying?
Because of the whole lockdown, a lot of people have changed physically. You know what I mean? Like I haven't seen a guy in 5 months and he's kind of big right now. I'm like, what did you do all COVID? I just stayed on my computer and I work from home. I go, you got to get out there. You know what I'm saying? You got to stop eating them chips and all that, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's talk about this new track. It's called Probably Why, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Now, it is a dope
banger.
track. It's a bang, more than a bang. I wanted more tracks. I just got this one.
Appreciate it.
I saw a couple. I saw a couple.
Is that all she sent you?
Yeah, that's what she sent me. You know what I mean? But it's probably the best. It's probably the best one that she wanted to send. It's very radio friendly. You know what I mean? And tell me about this track right here. Who produced it? And you know what I mean? And again, how do you prepare yourself? Do you got candles in the studio? Because I'm looking at your studio right now. Let me just get a bigger picture of it. I'm looking at your studio right now. You know what I mean? You got the speakers, you got everything there. Do you just have the lighting like that, or do you actually dim the lights with candles?
Yeah, I mean, I like candles. I'm not gonna lie to you. Candles, incense, all that. You know what I mean? Some flowers in the air or whatever. But yeah, that's just on the dimmer system. You know what I'm saying? But Single Makers produced the track. So I work with them a lot, man. Local guys in the Chicago area, not local, but they're close to me, local to me. But yeah, we have good vibes in the studio, man. So it's just been a good thing. I'm looking forward to dropping some more tracks with that production. Also, my boy Chris G, we do a lot of songs together. Yeah, man.
Like like this track, it's a banger right there. So So the ladies now, let's talk about this, okay? Like, are you married? You got a family? You know what I mean? I don't want to give things up. Maybe you lose some fans if I.
yeah.
But are you a family man? Like when you grew up, you know what I mean? Were you close to your parents? Were you close to your siblings?
Absolutely, definitely a family man. To answer your question, not married yet, but definitely close knit, man. Was real tight with my pops and my mom. Well, she did a lot of the cursing out in the house. You know what I'm saying? But definitely real close with my sister, my brother, and I support family, man. That's where it all starts. That's where it all begins, bro. For sure.
Okay. So, do you have who's some of your favorite artists growing up? I know you love Jodeci, for sure.
Oh man.
You know what I mean?
How'd you know?
Well, of course. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
in this day and age, you listen to Feenin'. You listen to Feenin'? That's 1993. And that thing still sounds ahead of its time. And I really think everything's 360. You know what I mean? Look at Griselda. Look at Conway the Machine. Look at Benny the Butcher and West Side Gun. They're at, Benny the Butcher's got the #1 album in the world right now. So that means everything's starting to change, right? So this means R&B might come. Well, R&B's still around, but you know what I mean, right? Like That Fiendin' track is a way ahead of its time with that auto-tune. You know what I mean? And
absolutely.
Who are some of the other inspirations? Like Jodeci, who else that you grew up?
I mean, yeah, when you go back to Jodeci, man, you gotta mention the production of Devontae. You gotta mention Missy Elliott. Mm-hmm. You gotta mention Genuine and Timbo. You know, back then doing crazy things. You know, even Tweet and Aaliyah and stuff like that. But man, I listen to everything, bro. Big fan of Usher and Chris Brown and Justin Timberlake. Man, I'm a big fan of Anthony Hamilton and.
Anything you want to say to these inspiring artists that are coming out right now? I
don't believe it's dead.
Yeah. What's your opinion on that? If someone tells you
really
R&B is dead, if R&B is dead,
it's not dead. I mean, it's just like they were saying the death of hip hop, right? And a couple top-notch dudes wrote great records on it, and and capitalized on that. The death of hip hop. I think Nas did it. Jay-Z did it. Speaking about the culture that they live in, and then rap just kept going. So, you know what I mean? I mean, how many times have we seen rappers quit and then come right back? So
that's right.
That's cool. R&B's dead. Yeah, it's dead. Yeah. And we're going to bring life back to it.
Of course.
It's not dead. Like, I just did 5 years of a 90s tour. You know what I'm saying? Which was hip hop, but it's the 90s era when R&B was
you must have came to my city, Ottawa. Right, because it came down here, right? There was Boys to Men. There was a whole bunch, and that must have been something,
Yeah, and let's talk about Usher's residency in Vegas. That's obviously not happening now because of COVID. But let's talk about Boys to Men residency in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Those are both R&B artists, so it's not dead. Let's get to the point of who actually said it. It's probably not a credible person, and then we should just say this conversation is dead. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
that's right.
People just.
You know what it is? It's just the fact that, things evolve, right? They're so used to listening to the old school. I even know DJs that there's nothing wrong with boom bap that's coming back. But from the time of the 90s to now, this DJ just spun boom bap. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. But you got to open up your mind now. This is 2020. You know what I'm saying? And you can't sit there and say R&B is dead. Facts are straight. Like, you listen to mainstream radio right now, okay? Adele and all that. What do you think that is?
That's R&B. Bruno Mars, The Weeknd, Bryson Tiller, Adam Emil.
Tory Lanez, the list goes on.
It's not dead, bro. It's not dead. It's just somebody creating a debate with you, bro.
So to all the artists out there that are trying to get inspiration, right? And let's say, an artist is trying to get out there and their homies are saying, yo, don't waste your time. You know what I mean? It's not worth it. Then you got other people saying you're very talented. Keep doing what you're doing. What do you have to say to that one artist to give them inspiration right now to never give up? Because they could be in your position right now in a nice studio making banging tracks, hanging out with celebrities and all that.
Yeah, I mean, they gotta heart check really and see if it's really love there. You gotta love it. That's it. If you love it, it don't matter what nobody says. Obviously don't be trash. You know what I'm saying? But over time, you can develop into something extraordinary, but you got to put that time in. And I think only love is the protector of that effort and that time, because you're going to endure a lot of criticism and a lot of your own harsh critiques. But that love will carry you through. And if you have not love for the game, you should find something where you can find love.
Yo, those are some serious words right there, man. You know what I mean? I should just take that as an advertising.
Yeah, I mean,
words of wisdom true. Right there.
It's true, man.
So probably why? You know what I'm saying? Why did you want to call it Probably Why? You know what I mean? I think I asked you that before. It's just those type of names capture you. You know what I mean? Did someone tell you to name it like this? Did someone tell you to name it like that, or?
I wrote it with my boy, from the Single Makers, John Blue, bro, and came in the studio and we throwing ideas back and forth. But, that was one of his ideas that, just stuck. But, you heard the track. I don't want to give it up before they hear it, but we just say, hey, that's probably why. Look at everything we're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? As being men and, being black men and maybe some of the reasons that, we have to deal with what we deal with is probably why, because we black, we young, we handsome, we rich. And that's just probably why they hate us, bro. You know what I'm saying? But,
and also black don't crack. You know what I mean?
Black don't crack. Black does not crack, bro.
Of course not.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So, what's your social media? How can they get a hold of you? You're on Spotify. Yeah. How can they, like, after they hear this, right? Somebody's got to listen to this and say, look, I got to download this on my phone right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, check it out, man. First step, subscribe to my YouTube. It's YouTube/Mr. Adam Emil. That's what the original video will be dropping. Coming actually the end of this week. Sorry about that. And then my IG is Adam.Emil, ADAM.EMIL. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok is Adam.Emil. So we'll be dropping the song on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, all that good stuff. Just type it in, check me out, follow me, man. We got a lot of cool things going.
All right, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna take this audio like we usually do, throw it on the radio. You know what I mean? We're gonna put this on the YouTube channel. We're gonna put all your links at the bottom.
Cool.
What can we expect from you? Like, what's the next, album or single? Like, what are you bubbling right now? Do you think about changing your style? Maybe going to maybe do like a little rock song, like maybe do a country contemporary. Like, you ever feel like experimenting?
Absolutely. I do experiment too, but some of the songs I don't drop yet to the public. I think it has to make sense how you drop the music. You know what I mean? I know when I used to listen to tracks back in the day, if you hear R&B, and then they come with a crazy rock song and like throws you off, so I think it's like how you release stuff. So I just did a R&B rock song. I'm interested in country. I play piano. I listen to a lot of country music. So I'm open, bro, but it has to make sense in terms of how I deliver it to the masses. Yeah.
And who do you want to collaborate? Who's your ultimate collaboration?
Man, I can't just sum that up in one person, but because of certain people that I've met.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the two that just jumped to my mind right away are very similar, like Wiz Khalifa, or Snoop Dogg. But I would also like to write with Bruno Mars or somebody like that, even write with an Ed Sheeran. But I'm open, man. There's a lot of great talent out here. Dallas Austin's, Scott Storch, and DJ Mustard, man, it's hella talent out here, bro. So I'm open, man. I hope to be able to work with a lot of them and leave my footprint in this industry.
All right. Well, Adam Emil, thank you so much for coming on, to the Majic Show. And we're going to hear your track, Probably Why. Big ups to, let me just say right here, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I got
Katrina,
one too.
Big ups to Katrina. Yeah, big ups to Katrina, for putting this thing together.
It. Yeah.
Over at Kick Up Your Heels Entertainment. I got my tablet here,
Man,
All
Katrina
right,
and Rachel, right?
Katrina and Rachel. So what are you doing? What are you gonna do up in the studio? You got a track you gonna bang out? You got something you could just let us hear right now? Or you don't want to open up nothing in your studio?
Yeah, no. And plus I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to blow you away with, but yeah, we got some undisclosed music right now. So no, honestly, I'm working on some lyrics and stuff. I got a couple people trying to get some tracks, some songs written to some tracks that they wrote. So
can you do me a favor? Can you
bang away?
Can you do me a favor? Can you just move to the side so I could just see your full studio so the audience can see what you're working with? Yeah, that's all you're going to see, folks. Let me see.
Oh,
let me see the other side. Let me see the other side. Lean to the other
mixing
side.
board, I got my
Look at the knobs. Look at the
over
knobs.
here.
See, this is a man right here. This is a man right here that has analog. He knows studio. He's not just sitting there mixing with computer programs. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
It's light work, man. I was bred from the old school. A lot of my mentors, man, are from the old school, bro. So I got to, I got to keep it 100.
Wow, amazing interview, classic interview. I guarantee this is going in the history books. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Appreciate it,
Adam.
Bro.
Adam, thank you so much once again. And we're gonna hear this track, Probably Why, right here on the Majic Show. Let's go. Brah!
Let's get it, baby.
All right, thank you so much. Anything last you want to say to my YouTube channel?
Right? Energy, man. Keep that up.
Of course, brother. So we got the YouTube channel right now. This is just for the YouTube viewers. Now, you have anything you want to say really to the peeps right now? Like right now, if there's something you want to say, to the YouTube subscribers, the floor is yours. You got like a minute, 2 minutes, whatever you got to do.
Man. Man, you know, we really tapped on a lot, but I will tell them that you are now tuned into the Majic Mike Radio Show. Hey, let's make it happen. This is your homeboy, Adam Emil.
Say that again. Say that again. Say Majic Show.
AdamEmil.com. You can check out my music, my merchant.
Say that again. Say,
yo,
Majic Show.
You are
Majic
now
Show.
tuned. Just say Majic Show.
The Majic Show.
You are now tuned in. All right. You are now tuned in to the Majic Show. This is your boy, Adam Emil. Rock with us. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. Love is love, man. I appreciate you guys over there on the other side too, always holding it down and having, you know, some leadership over there, that people that think with their real brain, you know, other than, you know, what we dealing with over here. But hopefully we can all come out and vote this November, and we can make some changes in America, and other countries to start, you know, dealing with us again. You know what I mean? Like letting us fly in and, you know, cross the border. You know, that'd be nice. So
can I tell you something, man?
I'm sorry, but
I got family in New York.
Yeah.
I got family in Miami. I've been out to the States, you know, plenty of times. It's just like us. You're just like us. It's just you come up to Canada, you be like, yo, man, I feel like I'm in Chicago right now. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? And I got to tell you, I got your backs. You know what I mean? I know what y'all are going through. And, you know, you can still come up here. You know what I mean? You're going to be up here for 14-day quarantine. You can still take flights up here. You can fly up here. I can fly down there. There's no, we can't go with vehicles.
But what if I cross the border, though? That's what I'm saying. I want to drive through the border.
You want to drive. You don't want to fly in. You don't want a platform to talk about these things, but just do the research. If we don't open up in the next I'd say by next year, if we don't open up by next year, say mid next year, you're going to crumble the world. You know what I mean? Nobody has work. 80 million people in all of North America, right? Okay, including Mexico. That's 80 million with no jobs. Okay, that's a lot of people. You know. Yeah. Okay. All right, Adam. You know, Adam Emil. Thank you so much.
Man.
You know what I mean?
I appreciate you, bro.
All right, I'm gonna hit you up on Instagram. All right, it's Majic Mike. You're gonna know it's me.
Okay.
Just look for my logo. All right.
My man, looking forward to it. Thanks again.
All right. I'm gonna tag you and everything. All right, my brother. One.
All right, boss. Yeah.